Guys, Safemoon went ahead and released the highlight activity report in reference to the blockchain. So let's go ahead and take a deep dive into it. But before I get started, the price of Safemoon right now is 30,142. Bitcoin's at 25,000. And to my current subscribers, I appreciate you guys more. Let's just get right to it. So let's take a deep dive into the activity report. So bullet point number one, they mentioned testing the blockchain wallet endpoint integration that's in progress. That was actually on the last report. So basically that tells me that they are still in the process of testing. They've been getting information from their QA team, and they're probably stress testing the endpoints to make sure everything actually works the way it should, and probably going back and forth with the QA team and the development team to actually make improvements to some of the issues and bug fixes that they may have encountered in a part of the UAT analysis. The next thing they talk about is testing the Block Explorer MVP UI UX that's still in progress. Remember, the UI is actually the buttons, placement, location, the whole cosmetic looks of the wallet, as well as the UX is the cosmetics. The UX is actually the experience of how the user is actually going to be able to use with ease in reference to navigating around, let's say, in reference to the Safemoon wallet. Now, does this talk about the wallet, or does this talk about the blockchain? This seems as if this still talks about the wallet, because they're talking about the user experience. So that means that there's going to be some integration that's going to be happening with the Safemoon wallet. I'm not sure if they're actually talking about the exchange, because this highlight report focused primarily on basically the blockchain. But the UI, the US experience right now, the only tool that we currently have in our hand is actually the wallet. So this seems as if there will be some integration happening with the Safemoon wallet, and the build that we'll be getting is actually, whenever that time comes, I'm not sure it's 3.50 or 3.51, it will be very well compacted, or maybe Safemoon will go ahead and start adding those snippets of the code finishing into the next build as time go on. Maybe they don't want to go ahead and do a slipstream or do a complete migration, but let's just see. But it seems as if a lot of the things that I'm mentioning here in the highlight report were actually on the very last one. Let's go a little further. They mentioned Dockers for deployments. I'm actually going to go take a deep dive into that in a minute. They talk about testing of the dev kits for the blockchain that's in progress. So the testing of the dev kits, these are the development tool kits, maybe application programming, that are in their tools to go ahead and actually streamline the process in reference to coding, in reference to the blockchain. I am not a blockchain expert, but I can only think that these are the tools that are programming tools that are widely used by different companies when developing blockchains to actually streamline the process to actually make it work. Now, what are Dockers? Dockers for deployments on the chain. So they clearly are using AWS. Dockers is an operating system, or maybe like an agent that they go ahead and put on all the AWS servers, and this little operating system allows them to, one, push codes, move it across faster, be able to revert codes back in case there's any issues. It saves money, and it actually helps standardize application operations, again, when moving code around. This is a normal practice where it's more like having a virtualized server, and there are containers there in reference to AWS. But this is a way of being able to move code around freely, be able to manage it from one central pane of glass. So whenever there's an update, they can go ahead and move this stuff, the code, easily and revert back and forth. So this update is actually really a good update in reference to what Safemoon is doing in reference to the blockchain. I'm very curious, but based on what I'm reading here, again, the blockchain is in place. It's actually being tested. They're making additional modification as it pertains to customization, moving codes back and forth. There's a high chance that the DevOps team is actually doing this, or maybe the software development team or software engineer / DevOps are managing the AWS environment. And this is actually a good sign, and it seems as if everything is actually coming together. But on a summarization, I still come to the conclusion that we have something in place, guys. There's a blockchain in place. Now, with all of the testing that they're doing right now, this lets me know that it is not ready or for prime time production. It's still in heavy testing phase, and with a lot of things that I'm gathering here, that they have a lot of stuff that are in progress, I don't think it's going to come out in the next 30 to 45 days, because a lot of things that they are customizing, maybe, as I said earlier, they may be adding little snippets to the Safemoon wallet that have little hooks as it pertains to the blockchain in reference to maybe the Explorer but you gotta have the blockchain integrated first before you can start exploring it in the production environment. I do believe it still exists, but based on what I'm reading here, from what they sent out to us, they have not completed it to a point where it can be ready for mainnet prime time usage. But it is available for those of you that are watching. So again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Hey, if I'm adding value, go ahead and smash the like and subscribe, because as you do know, we're going to go ahead and break it down technically. Not too technical where we tend to lose a lot of people, but for those of you that are out there that are technical, you guys pretty much know what I'm talking about. But the whole goal here is to simplify it. This has actually been a very, very good month, and as well as last month, we got the Safemoon card, August 30th. We got the implementation of being able to buy and sell XRP in the Safemoon wallet. The forward momentum is constantly going forward for Safemoon, and you know, we don't need to worry what people are saying. Safemoon is actually continuing to build in the process in reference to the project that they have in place, and the task in which they go ahead and do it, and the timeline when they're going to go and deliver it as well. So I hope you guys are keeping track of what they're doing. There's no need for you to say, I don't know what Safemoon is doing. You clearly see them giving out updates in reference to what they're working on, how is it coming along, if there are any issues where they have to go ahead and delay certain things. Guys, the information is there. Safemoon really don't have to give us this information. They can go ahead and do what is known as a stealth launch, like what they did with the Safemoon card. We did not get any bullet points in reference to the Safemoon card. All we had was last year, or maybe a year and a half ago, to go ahead and sign up, okay? But we never got bullet points. So be really, really grateful that we're getting these bullet points from Safemoon as in the progress report in reference to how things are actually coming along, because this is a warning for all of you out there. They are letting you know right in the front of your eyes, we are building a blockchain. Now, I'm going to be really excited when I see them start giving out bullet points in reference to the Safemoon exchange. Now, there's a high chance we may not get any bullet points in reference to the Safemoon exchange. Maybe the Safemoon exchange is done, and they are now going to go ahead and turn Safemoon token into a coin, but before doing so, they want to go ahead and successfully complete the blockchain. Let me know what you guys think about that, because not getting any updates in reference to the Safemoon exchange is actually a good sign, because maybe it's done. Because if we were to be releasing the Safemoon exchange in winter of 2023, that tells me that it's pretty much done, because we have been getting bullet points now of what they're working on. We got 0 from Safemoon in reference to those bullet points. So just know, from a technical standpoint, us getting any type of updates in reference to integration with the Safemoon wallet, that's actually a really good thing. Now take a look at, if for those of you that have time, the Coinbase wallet versus the Coinbase exchange. There's a slight variation on the exchange side in reference to the wallet side. They list some tokens in their wallet. I want to say Safemoon wallet in their Coinbase wallet, and some tokens are not listed on the centralized exchange. We understand why they're going through lawsuit, commodities versus security, but that will be settled as time go on. Will Safemoon operate the same way? Will Safemoon have more tokens in their Safemoon wallet compared to what's happening on the Safemoon exchange? Are they going to go ahead and follow the guidelines of what the SEC by the time they go ahead and bring it to the United States? Now, I think the reason why there's going to be a little bit of a delay in reference to bringing the Safemoon exchange to the United States, because they're going to need what is known as a clear path on what's actually one of those pain points that the SEC don't want any exchange to be able to offer. Now, we still have Kraken, KuCoin, Crypto.com actually operating easily here in the United States, and people are able to buy BNB, etc., etc. But what are going to be those deltas that Safemoon is going to go ahead and not allow to be actually offered on the exchange? So think about those things, guys. Again, these are excellent updates that we're getting from Safemoon. The report pretty much looked the same. The only difference from the report is the governance in reference to the minimum variable product, which is the compliance or the documentation of which they go ahead and use in reference to following all of the rules and regulations from that governing standpoint, in reference to if they make changes, they can go ahead and update that. So again, like, share, subscribe, guys. Until I see you guys again, you guys have a wonderful day. But just for last thing before I go, make sure if you do have the money of for $142, remember just $138 just the other day, it actually fell to $133. Try your best. None of this is financial. Get yourself a minimum of 2 million tokens. Clear as day. The information is being provided to you on what they are working on. It doesn't get any more obvious than that Safemoon will be delivering products. So until I see you guys again, you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.